round one of a fresh league with Hogaak Vine. Yes. Yes, I will keep this. POing. It is my intention to play Eternal Weekend if I am comfortable enough to feel like I'm not wasting my money. I'm not sure if I'm going to be there at that point, but I will probably be there or close. One way or another, I'm going to play a lot of Vintage in the next couple of days. Actually, shit, maybe I should have saved that for next turn. Not any... Oh, I also fucked up. With that trigger on the stack, I should have cast Once Upon a Time. Alright. Mistakes were made. It's okay. Once Upon a Time can be Bizarre Food instead. I think I'll call the turn there. You can get a Hogaak next turn. I'm gonna put some creatures into play. I might not be Hogacking this turn. I might just be bringing back a whole bunch of Bloodghasts. We'll see what happens. In game one, I can throw the Hogaak into the yard, and that's safe to do. Upon a time? Probably Once Upon a Time. Land. It'll bring back 2 Bloodghasts. Ooh, a misstep. Fine. Gak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I lose some value out of the graveyard. Alright. That's okay. Like, I still have 2 Bloodghasts. I still have a Bazaar. The Hogaak is still around. Let's start with activating this. I'm relatively confident I want to do that. Alright. No. No. And probably no on the Collector Oof. No. Past that. Play this. That returns another Bloodghast. Yes. 1, 2. Yeah, I mean, like, get in here, buddy. This deck is really powerful. Like, I played a league with Golos shops, and that felt good. This just feels insane. Oh shoot, I don't have a basic in this build. My opponent could play something that is Tarmogoyf size that the Hogaak is going to trump. Otherwise, I don't know if I cast Hogaak again. A Demo Tutor. Ancestral? Yeah. Alright, let's do this. So I have a bunch of cards in graveyard. Assume that casting a Hogaak with some of this is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hit for 4, then drain 2, then we have lethal next turn. Tutor into Ancestral is basically divination. Yeah, it's got some extra steps for sure. Yeah, so I was beating Bug when I was playing shops, but I really wasn't supposed to. And then I play this deck, and I have Bloodghast and Force of Vigor, or sorry, I have like Bloodghast and Vengevines and Hogaaks that are all recursive. Feels like a very good place to be. Let's bring in Assassin's Trophy for this one, and maybe board out my Collector Oofs. And then like we're good. This answers Leyline if my opponent has it. But this deck is like surprisingly good against Leyline despite being a graveyard deck because you can just cast Hogaak from your hand and like Hollow One doesn't care about um, Leyline. You just like discard some things and play a 4/4. Merja, you're not the only one. Like, damn, Hogaak is good. This is a hand that hasn't answered a Leyline, but is like exceptionally fair. I think I'm just gonna pitch this one. I like this hand. Opponent didn't have Leyline. I'm gonna go ham. Are you gonna go ham? No. Okay, cool. Oh baby. Oh baby. I like this. Willie, this one's really good. Hogaak Vine and shops, Golos shops are probably the points that you should be looking at. All right, we got a 2-for-1 there. Oh, that was the wrong Mox. I thought it was Mox Jet, so I get Stitcher Supplier. This will probably still work out. Things about this are slightly awkward now that I discarded that. I have one fewer card for food later. All right, there's a Bloodghast in there that my opponent can choose to eat. I think I'll play my own Deathrite Shaman. I'd be a little light on things to actually keep around for Bazaar, though. Yeah, and like technically there are blue cards in this deck. There's a mental misstep, and in some of the other versions, there's also like a time walk. Play Stitcher Supplier off Deathrite Shaman. Look for Hogaak that way. Or Bazaar. Playing a Stitcher Supplier now means I can maybe put a Bloodghast into play. Let's try Stitcher. So now I think I activate Bazaar still and try to look for a Hogaak to cast this turn. It's awkward if I miss. Ooh, I missed! So Oko is much more fair in Vintage than Legacy. It's still good, but it's not insane. I think in my own upkeep I activate Bazaar. Alright, I found a Hogaak to cast. It's a really good elk. My Vengevine got eaten, unfortunately. It's not the end of the world. I'm gonna take the lands out of my graveyard. I just cast this. I'm trying to go wide of my opponent. I think I just go to my opponent's face. Actually, maybe that's not true. Poke the Oko, moving it down one loyalty. Kind of a big deal. Yeah, I could have cast the Root Wall first and then left one more card in graveyard. That's true. That was a misplay. Oh no. Unless this is good? Alright, so let's put... Oh, why do I not get to order these? It is like a huge deal that I don't get to order these. Also, I ate all the lands from the graveyard, so I don't get to keep my Deathrite Shaman either. Alright. I guess I can activate my Bazaar now. See if I hit a land. Did not. Keep that for now. Alright, there's a Vengevine and a Bloodghast. Not hit the land. Force of Vigor, not exactly what I'm looking for. Crash on in at the Oko and see what happens. I assume my opponent will just keep it alive by blocking with the food. I'm not in that bad of shape if my opponent doesn't have another card to put on board this turn. Oh, never mind, I am. That's actually horrific. Yikes. Yeah. Oh, right, layers are weird. I get to keep the Mox. Deathrite jumping in front of the bus. Deathrite is jumping in front of the bus. Now that the Deathrite Shaman's gone, let's see if we can do some damage here. I'll discard 1, 2, 3, play Dryad Arbor, which gets me a Bloodghast. Bloodghast ability, yes. Now, 1, 2, nice. Oh, right, there's this Tabernacle here. But whatever. Like, I can destroy my Dryad Arbor to keep Hogaak for a turn and just treat it as 8 points of damage. I'm good with that. Oko card, not bad. Hey, who can read how big Dryad Arbor is? I think I'm winning. It's legitimately hard to tell. Alright, Surgical on Hogaak. All four were in my graveyard there. Oh, the Bloodghast. That's cool. So let's kill Oko and then attack them. Don't think there's anything that I need to worry about that fucks with me here. Only fair that you get your own graveyard stuff. Alright, you get to draw a lot of cards. That recoups some tempo. Other Bazaar? I might just save that to convert it into a different card via the Bazaar that I already have, as there's a Grafdigger's Cage in play. I need to dodge something like a Tarmogoyf that stalls the board. Alternatively, like actually finding a Wasteland or Strip Mine to take care of this also helps a lot. Force of Vigor would require me to get rats, a green card, but would be pretty good. I think I just let this go at this point. This is not blocking. It's also not getting through this Tarmogoyf right now. Yeah, I'll use Vengevine's ability. Vengevine, what do you mean you didn't hang out? Um, this Tabernacle, though, like, it's frustrating. Like, I put this stuff into play, I save the hollow one, but, like, where am I going? Haven't figured that part out yet. Yeah, I mean, I think that's where I'm at this point. Alright, so I do have a Force of Vigor available to me. I need to get it plus green card to take the cage off the table. Oh, okay. This is probably the point where I can safely concede. Leovold shutting off my Bazaar probably means that I'm not getting there. I'm going to take one more draw step and then concede. Just like see if I'm not thinking about something that magically appears. With all my Hogaaks gone, I can't really just stall this out. Yeah, I'm gonna respect my clock here and concede. Continue on the same board plan. I'm comfortable with what I've done. Tabernacle's kind of rough. Need to be aware that that's something my opponents can demo tutor for. Nope. One has also mulliganed. I will keep this hand. I think I pitched one of the Deathrite Shaman. Drawing a Vengevine would be awesome. Alright. I'm discarding this. I don't think I need the Dryad Arbor. I think I'm discarding Savannah as well. Actually, maybe I save the Basking Root Wall for next turn as something that I can discard next turn. Or do I just put the 5th point of power into play? I'm not guaranteed to get a Vengevine. Maybe I just take the value. I haven't played enough of this deck to know some of the rules of thumb for things like this. Bonus on a bug deck. Nope, 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 not cycling cast. So they could have Rab Trap. That would not be unheard of by any means. I have 5 points of power in play. Good with this overall. Hogaak? Hogaak. Not Tabernacle! That's a scary brainstorm. Opponent is facing 8 damage right now. So they maybe can't fetch unless they can also do something to gum up the board. Yeah, I think I just send all three of my non-Deathrite Shaman creatures. Presumably hit them for 5, Deathrite Shaman for 6, 7. Try to kill them with a Hasty Bloodghast later. Yeah, Bloodghast has haste, but I think it's... Maybe it is better to just casting a Bloodghast means that I can lose some damage to a Force of Will, though. I think I'd rather have guaranteed damage. Evening. Yep, that's fine. Sure, I could have pumped it, but it gets +2/+2, and this is a 3/4 currently. So I'm not getting that dead. I know Goik's really hard to read. I think I'm just gonna take this out now. And I'd like take the damage at the opportunities I have to take it. Yeah, this is rough. Like I have to actively look at this and zoom in to tell how big some of these things are. Okay, an Oko. I believe you're dead on board. All right, nice. Took down round 1.